We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective, just to see what is going on. We're kicking off the week, well, happy Monday, with Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, where it will remain for the next 3 weeks time too. This is huge for everyone on the planet, but especially for twin flames too, as it tends to bring up or dredge up unresolved baggage. This is a good thing if you're in separation. It tends to bring your twin flame back around. If you're ready and you've done enough of the healing work, you'll definitely be thinking about each other a little bit extra. It gives you a chance to repair any issues that may have landed you in separation, or to heal these type of issues too. And for people in union, this is amazing, as you're probably going to be making really, really good progress with your twin flame and thinking about your future and your future together in that union with each other and what you want to be doing moving forward. Now, sometimes this can create delays, but it's a really good time for healing, actually, because usually you're not going anywhere, which isn't the best news starting Monday morning off. Right? It's like, don't make any big plans right now. You might feel a little stagnant, a little stuck right now, because those blocks are probably for sure coming up. Pay attention to what is surfacing and what you're working through in your life, like in general, or things that you're revisiting during this time. Sometimes it can bring people from our past up, old experiences, or old things that we've been through, like traumas and stuff like that. But it gives us a chance to release these things so that we can move forward more freely. Now, Mercury is at its detriment in Sagittarius. That means it's not a happy camper, but it gives us a chance to dismantle and let go of old programming. And this is something that we're doing as we're ascending out of the 3D and into the 5D in our time. It's part of the work too. So you're probably having a lot of negative beliefs, limiting thoughts, sabotaging patterns that might be surfacing during this time for you to work through and to let go of and release for once and for all. This can help you to shift into seeing things from a higher view, or seeing things more as they are too. So we have this huge shift in energy that's happening. It helps you to clear all of those blocks that you may need to be working through. So usually you're not really moving forward. It's more of like a reflection space and to be getting clarity on where you're going to go once we begin to kind of move energetically too. So we're at this strange space, but don't worry, we're going to end out or close out this week with a beautiful Sagittarius new moon. And this is a really, really good alignment too. So we're in these new moon vibes again. This is our second one of the month technically. And it's also going to bring a North Node alignment. When we deal with North Node alignments, it's helping us to get back on track, or to get on track, and to get in or shift into a deeper alignment too. So we have a really, really nice North Node energy. This is bringing some beautiful destined shifts for the twin flames too. A lot of healing coming up, as we've been kind of talking about. Anything blocking your path or your spiritual growth has to go during this time. So you might find yourself clearing blocks, energies not serving you, or anything not aligned during this time. So this can bring up old stuff that you need to process a little bit more. Pay attention to where you're going right now. Okay, we're going to start with a reading for the Divine Feminine. I've brought Archangel Michael cards, as my twin flame pulled me a couple of Archangel Michael cards this morning, so I thought I would grab that deck too. Check out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I am an energy healer. I'm always trying to get you to do more healing sessions. I have a ton of healings, clearings, activations on my website. You can always do anything in my shop anyways. I always keep it up to date, and it's going to help you, whether you're just needing to do some overall healing or even shift your situation. Best tools and resources for sure on my website. I do twin flame readings, and I also do twin flame coaching on there. Go with your intuition when you're trying to figure out what to book on there. I have so many healings that'll help you on there. So just kind of go with what you're guided when you're kind of flipping through my site, but you can do anything in my shop all of the time. I always keep my site up to date. I put up some new stuff this weekend. I have everything up there through the end of this month too. So I have everything kind of up there until December 1st, and then I'll flip it around again. So I have some awesome stuff and new stuff on my website. Check it out. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. I will come find you immediately. So check out my site, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. Let's go ahead and start pulling some cards for the Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. It's easier being with someone from my world. All right, we are at a time, and this isn't for everyone. Some of you could have been in existing situations. We have different connections that we're navigating. Sometimes we have different connections, like when we deal with karmics or soulmates, some of these people might be your friends, they might be your family, they might be previous lovers, it could be your boss, it could be your coworker, right? It could be one of the many people that you've learned with across your lifetime. We're at a space where we're trying to learn certain karmic lessons and clear certain karmic energies. Sometimes retrograde is a space of integration of some of your past lessons that you've already been through. So some of you divine feminines, you might find past karmic connections popping up if they're left unresolved. This could be within yourself. So sometimes it's not always like your ex coming and knocking on your door. It's actually like you might be revisiting it in your head and having a memory or experience pop up because it's something you need to heal and clear and resolve within yourself. So sometimes we've already been through some of our past previous karmic experiences, but there's more karma to resolve within ourselves energetically. Karma is one of the biggest obstacles and blocks on the twin flame journey. We see that when you guys have other karmic connections playing out in any form, or just stuck energies that you need to heal and work through. Now, this retrograde is important for twin flames because if you've had previous problems or previous problems in the past, they might be surfacing to do a little bit of energy clearing out work. I feel like Mercury retrograde is like clear out your karmic closet kind of energy, like whatever you're holding in there, right? And I mean in your energy field. So sometimes we've been through traumas and things. Now this one is famous for limiting beliefs. So you may have been through a hurt or a traumatic experience in the past, and it may have left behind some type of blockages and limiting beliefs and things like that. So you might have fear of, because my previous partner hurt me, I might get hurt in this connection, or like, that's just an example. So we may have been through things that have affected us and impacted us energetically, and until we heal more and resolve some of these things, they may be affecting us with limiting beliefs or negative beliefs. This is a huge purge of getting rid of those limiting beliefs. Once we heal these things, we can go so much higher, because it's always our own limiting negative beliefs that are holding us back or manifesting in our lives or even in our union. I see that huge, that a lot of times people are really, really used to whatever's going on in their head all of the time, 24/7. And so when I work with you guys, I can pinpoint a lot of the things that are happening, like whether you're actually facing some type of block or separation, or, you know, before things happen oftentimes too, I'm really good at like pinpointing like, okay, this is manifesting and throwing it off. So negative thoughts and beliefs are one of the biggest ways that we can unknowingly throw off our union or manifest negativities into it that are probably not serving us and we don't want to see or experience. So the more that we clean up our inner world, the more that our outer world is going to reflect the inner work that we're having to do. Twin flame tends to amplify everything going on within you. You have a negative belief, it's real loud out there. Okay. They tend to amplify your energy, your frequency, just like a lot of these collective energies too. So doing that inner work is really, really important. And that's one way that we can do the inner work. We want to stay in a positive frequency, and we want to try to get rid of the negative worries, thoughts, beliefs, fears, and things that can sabotage us. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. You're probably going to have a lot of dreams right now. And this could be retrograde, but I mean, I think it's just the time of year too. So right now, Mercury retrograde is amazing for helping us to wrap up November. We don't always like that, but we're in it, okay? They help us to let go of the old and wrap things up, which is perfect because we're getting ready to wrap up 2024. I always hate saying that. I joke around. Okay, so next month we have the solstice, which are very, very high energies, and things will move really, really fast. And so right now we're kind of like, we've had a little bit of a sleepy vibe this weekend. Yeah, we've had a couple X flares. We can expect those energies to kind of come in and hit us. But we've had that kind of like, this weekend was like total cocoon vibes, but now we're trying to get back on track because it's, you know, Monday in the work week and things like that. So things are beginning to move again, which is good, because I heard a lot of people telling me over the weekend, like, things just aren't moving. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to retrograde, right? Okay, so things are going to start to move, but in the right direction. Some of you guys are being guided to like rest, recharge your energy, work on your healing. You've been putting a lot of focus on things you can't control, a lot of them. Some you can control, some you can't control outside of yourself. Retrograde is needed to flip the energy to our inner world. So a lot of times we're focused on our outer world and, you know, how we want things to go. And this helps us to shift the direction inward. It's all about the conversations you're having with yourself right now. It's all about aligning with your heart chakra, with your intuition, tapping into your inner world during this time, which is powerful too. So we have a focus on healing in our inner world right now, which is always needed. And it's helping us to release blocks, which is very needed on the twin flame journey, and to clear things and to let go of things. Okay, so I want to address this one thing too. I'm going to have to put this in the video. Sometimes people get really, really excited like your ex is coming back. Okay, now this is why we really need to read the connections, because we do not want the wrong people back. I see a lot of people collectively having a hard time letting go of past partners. And this is different on the twin flame journey. This is what makes twin flame a little bit different. So sometimes we can get hung up on karmic and soulmate partners who have served a purpose. They've played their role in our life. They've taught us certain things, and we're meant to release those connections so that we can open up to new energies. When we're holding on to karmic and soulmate connections that are over, we block ourselves from opening up to maybe moving forward to a twin flame on our journey, or moving into new experiences that our soul is trying to bring us into. Now it's different with a twin flame. And even then we never go back to the twin flame. A lot of you guys are like trying to, I want my twin flame back, like moving backwards, right? And that never happens. It's all about clearing whatever karmic timeline ended with your twin flame and moving on to new higher ones with them too. And so this is very important. This is why you also had to keep moving forward, because yes, twin flames are different. They're going to crisscross with you and probably learn across many different timelines. You may have had a separation you're dealing with, or even multiple separations. I write a lot about my own experiences to share them with you guys, because sometimes your twin flame might even come in and out of your life at different points, because it's all about the soul growth and work that you're needing to do to align with that union. So sometimes you might even be going through these spaces. Some of them might be solo by yourself, and you can call these separation points if you've met your twin flame and they've left the picture. Or some of them might be union timelines where you do them learning together and growing together with your twin flame. Everyone is different. Oftentimes, one of the biggest causes that I see for separation is lack of alignment and not being a vibrational match. And this is to yourself first, because your twin flame will mirror where you're at too. So one of the best things that we can do if you're trying to heal any type of separation stuff is to just keep on working on your vibration and raising your vibration. Even in union, you want to stay that vibrational match, and you want to continue to work on yourself and your healing. And this is what makes it a different type of connection, because if you've ever been in a karmic connection, when you start to focus on yourself and your healing and get that glow up, usually your karmic's not a happy camper, and they get try to pull you back. This is a different type of connection. This is trying to move you forward in your life when you're with a twin flame, and it's actually encouraging you to take that space to heal and work on yourself. So these are different types. There are many different types of connections that we're going to have to navigate. Be mindful, because if you do have karmic and soulmate connections that are trying to reappear in your life, it's probably to give you some type of closure and not to go backwards to these things. So we want to be mindful during Mercury retrograde that we're not going back to old experiences, patterns, people, and habits that we should have outgrown. If things are reappearing from your past, it's probably so you could heal in these areas a little bit more. And it doesn't even have to be in your love life too. So just kind of stay a little bit awake about that too. I'm resisting my desires for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you've moved on. Okay, this is huge too. I am like, I was telling myself I'm just like the universe. I am always the person that knows, I have a deep knowing that if you're a real twin flame, that you'll end up back with this person at some point in this lifetime, not in the next. But sometimes it's requiring to heal whatever issues have been raised, we'll say, or brought up that may have contributed to any type of separation or things like that. So I'm always like that. Like if you do the work, it's always possible, even if it seems impossible right now. So just know that. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. You might sense or feel your twin flame's presence around you in the spiritual. This is what makes it a different type of connection. It's a very telepathic connection, but also an energy connection. And so when you can really start to feel and sense and pick up on energy, you're going to feel this person's energy presence around you. We talked about possibly having more dream experiences a little bit this time of year. because you guys are connecting more, and we do this time of year with these heightened energies that we're going into. And you know, you guys are probably noticing you're just having more dreams anyway during this time, or you're remembering them more, or you're more active in the astral, or you're feeling in this dimension, feeling your twin flame around you. This could be because they're thinking about you, or even their higher self around you, trying to guide you and help you. I've been manifesting you. Divine Feminine manifesting union. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. There might be some type of hurt. Usually it's your own wounds and insecurities that are triggered that throw off union, and you'll begin to see things being triggered to the surface. I was telling someone, I think on a call yesterday, like, it's not like you're just giving this magic wand in your life and the work stops. Like, you have certain probably issues and quirks you got to work on, right? And your twin flame is probably going to bring them out. So oftentimes twin flame can bring up inner work to be doing and things that you need to work on. And this could be relationship insecurities. It could be patterns, wounds, things that you need to acknowledge. I feel there's certain layers that are triggered. I know there's certain layers that are triggered on the twin flame journey of wounding that we hold, that sometimes we're unconscious of. We're not even consciously aware that we hold this wounding. So this can trigger a lot of wounding. I'm ready for commitment, and I hate seeing you with other people. Depends on what that message is pertaining to. All right, communication. We have receive and express your truth. And this is what Mercury retrograde is amazing for. It can actually help you to get more honest, more vulnerable, and open up on a deeper level. It can help with any type of communication blocks or issues. Okay, we have fear. Expecting the worst and afraid of failure. Wasting time on negative thoughts. So we're talking about clearing out. The things that you talk about are definitely happening. The things that you think about are definitely happening. You're like, right? And then this is taking accountability and staying out of these fear-based thoughts and narratives and stuff like this. I love the clock too, because this is like my divine timing clock. I always say meeting under the clock, right? This is destiny. The clock is a destiny sign. I think it's cute because I always talk to my own twin flame about this. It's like meeting under that clock symbolism, right? So it could be divine timing. And sometimes there's things to clear and to heal. And so this is like clearing karmic blocks, karma-based energies, fears from the past, negative programming, and things like that. Make sure that you are appreciating the time that you spend with your twin flame, because you're going to go through spaces together and apart across many lifetimes. Make sure you're making the best of your time together. When you're in union, this is the ultimate space to co-create together with this person, and it's powerful. Make sure that you're literally like paying attention to how you're spending your energy, time, and resources right now, this Mercury retrograde. Maybe you're needing to stay a little bit more grateful and gratitude, or to appreciate the time spent with your twin flame too, and to make the most of it. Acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. So we might have issues coming up from the past. Mercury retrograde is known for having us look backwards, right, and reflect on past experiences, especially the just past ones, or our current situation. Pay attention to what's coming up for you in your current situation. What are your life lessons like? What is going on for you in your life, right? What's going on in your twin flame journey? This is why doing those one-on-one phone calls with me is really, really beneficial, and it will help to shift things around too. I always say you guys can do those reading options, phone call options with me anytime you need them. So pay attention to what's coming up. Do you have something specifically that you're needing to work on? Challenges coming up, blocks coming up, things you're facing, obstacles? Okay, clearing stress. Cleanse and detox from unnecessary contaminants. And this is my jam right here. Clearing your energy. And so a lot of times twin flame can trigger a lot of hidden negativities. This is intense emotions. This is intense energies. This could be traumas that they're uncovering or shining a light on, we should say. Someone's described it, or I've had multiple people describe it like dark night of the soul energy, shadow energy coming up. Heavy energy is oftentimes triggered on the twin flame journey. And so sometimes we're needing to take care of our energy a little bit extra and clear our energy a little bit extra. I have tons of twin flame energy clearings on my site if you need one, or just taking better care of yourself and your energy is so, so important. It can get really, really heavy dealing with all of that trauma and trauma-based energy or fear-based energy if you're going into this stuff. And it's not all the time, but certain things are going to be triggered because you're holding a lot of energies within, and some of these energies are negative within that haven't been resolved, and your twin flame is a cute way of triggering them to the surface to help you to heal more and to heal very, very fast too. And so make sure that you're doing more to take care of your energy and to clear energy, especially negative energy or negative emotional energy. And you'll probably be able to tell like you're not in balance, or you're having a lot of negative thoughts come up, or negative feeling energies or emotional energy. You're needing to clear your energy. Then this will help you to obviously to overall heal, but to stay more balanced and regulate your emotions more, so you're not bringing that energy into the union, which will throw it off too. So we talk a lot about negative energies throwing off union and needing to stay in a higher alignment. Make sure you're healing your sacral. This could be like, this is like lower chakra energy, where your sacral and your solar plexus, letting go of things from the past. Some of you guys might be dealing with a lot of distance in the connection, or even separation. Distance is like space, right? Like a little too much space. Distance, some of you might have gone through actual separation, breakup. It just kind of depends. All right, this person, a lot of you guys are going to be, I love this because it's my Christmas vlogs. A lot of you guys, and this could be over the holidays, but just in general, you might be getting a surprise text message, phone call, a visit, reaching out. You're going to be seeing this in person, maybe seeing them in person, or having them just kind of pop up out of nowhere. And that's how it works when you're really doing that work on the journey too. So some of you guys might have a surprise encounter, we'll call it an encounter, with this person too. This is the holidays. I'm excited for it. Usually I'm not that much of a holiday person, but we have a lot to look forward to this holiday season, right? We're going to do Thanksgiving in America this week. And then of course we're getting ready for the actual holidays next month and things like that. So this is like some type of really good progress. Some of you guys might be making holiday plans with your person, or just having them pop up unexpectedly. All right, so this person is holding on to you, or maybe you're holding on to this connection. That's one sign that you know it's not like done. Some of you guys, if you ever done separation, you know just how unresolved things are. like no closure. There's not supposed to be. Okay, like you didn't get an explanation. You feel like things are still on hold. That's a good way to put it with twin flame, right? They're just left hanging, because they're meant to be too. If you're still holding on to this person, you'll know the connection. If you know that you're in a twin flame connection, you know it's not over. There's a reason you're holding on. Be the light to other people. I love that. I'm like, people are like, darker energies and times in the collective. You're meant to be the light for the other people around you or the planet. Light this place up yourself. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so others can learn from you. If you're a twin flame, you're meant to harness that twin flame energy. Even in separation, you're tapping into it. You're holding it. In union especially, you have all of this unconditional love energy that's taking up your vibration very high and very fast. And you can share that with other people. And in fact, you are, and you're not realizing it. That oftentimes you're at your job and you're sharing a higher frequency or a higher vibe, or you're hanging out doing your errands in the matrix, grocery shopping. Doesn't matter. You're there emitting this frequency. And so twin flames are on this higher frequency and are meant to be awakened and embodying those 5D frequencies and those frequencies of that shared love connection, which affects your frequency. And when you've mastered this self-love, loving your twin flame union frequency, you're emitting a really, really high frequency outward that is helping to heal a lot of people, whether you're realizing that or not. You don't even have to be doing anything. A lot of you guys might just be sitting in your house doing you, and you're still emitting this vibration, and it's helping wherever you're living too, and things like that. So you're meant to really embody this union frequency, and it's a healing energy. It has the potential to really heal people and help people. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I'm also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. Trust your guidance right now. Mercury retrograde is a chance to release past blocks and past energies that are blocking up our intuition so that we can allow our heart to guide us moving forward. Your heart chakra is your compass. So is your intuition. So trust your guidance that you're picking up on, and trust your angels that are working with you. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Many of you guys are facing a lot of, we'll say, financial blocks in this lifetime. Some of them may have come from your family line, or even kind of feeling collective energies and pressures that you may be picking up on. So healing your sacrals coming up once again so that you can heal any financial concerns, worries, and things like that. If this is for you, that message, do some type of healing. I have a ton of money healings on my website to help you to release blocks in this area. Sometimes it's negative limiting beliefs and things that might be popping up, or even just deeper blocks. This will help you to open up, to tap into more abundance, more resources, more finances, and more abundance. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. You're being guided to not throw the towel in. This is how you get to victory with it. And yes, this is a twin flame reading. You're being guided to keep going, working on your healing and working on your energy. And this is how you're going to see powerful results and get to those goals. So when we're in Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, it's all about those long-term plans and goals. All right, Three of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys, this isn't everyone, are just dealing with some type of heartbreak and pain from the past. This could be from previous. We talked about karmic connections that you haven't fully let go of or healed, or have messed you up more than you know in your connections and your relationships. I see a lot of people that just kind of keep going with the same kind of connections that you're attracting, and needing to heal your heart chakra and heal your relationships. I have so many relationship healings on my website too. So some of you guys might be healing from past heartbreak. It could be a heartbreak with your twin flame. Some of you guys might have even unknowingly manifested a third party connection with your twin flame in the middle. And I'll say you manifested it if you're in that situation, probably based on insecurities and worries and fears, not trying to, as you have manifested everything in your life. So this is healing and clearing some type of energy blockage. This is like, it's my Three of Swords in reverse, but some type of blockage here. You have some type of blockage going on with your heart chakra that might be affecting your love life or your union, probably from previous hearts or fears that we're talking about too. So healing your heart chakra will help to release this block if there is a block there for you. Okay. Some of you guys have past lessons that you still have coming up that you haven't learned from. We have my Queen of Swords, but it's in reverse. And this is like, some of you guys are having a negative mindset, negative beliefs that are blocking this union. They might be throwing it off, manifesting into it because you're manifesting it as you go. How's your union overall? How has it been? You know, just paying attention to that, the overall union, right? Because you're manifesting it. And we want to manifest something beautiful. Twin flame union is meant to be heaven on earth. And that kind of experience, just putting that out there. Okay, so we talked a lot about clearing negative beliefs. Expect new beginning energies. I'm ready for it. We're already in it. I know we're not done with the year, but guess what? Those energies are already here. We're already tapping into them. We have a lot of high frequency 5D energies at our disposal. This is like taking a new start. Someone told me they were having a tower moment on one of my comments. You may be letting go of things right now. This is what we do for the autumn and the winter, but you're only letting go of things that are not good for you. Everything else is staying, if you didn't notice. So just be grateful for what has remained in your life and try to just, if it's behind you, let it go right now. So this is getting in a new alignment, new energy. That's where it's meant to be taking you. So as you're letting go of, should I say the trash? Sorry, the energy debris, that's what's coming up. Okay, things not serving you, things that were bad for you anyway, things that were toxic. Are we just letting go of toxic situations and energies? Okay, so you're rising up into a higher frequency, okay? And you should be feeling in a deeper alignment, but sometimes we don't just shift right into that deeper alignment. We're grieving and mourning and having a hard time letting go of things that we've outgrown, even though we probably on a deep level know that we've outgrown certain situations and things like that that aren't good for us. You're only letting go of negative energy ever, and this is helping you to raise into a higher frequency. Make sure you're looking forward with some type of excitement and passion moving forward. These are my fire. This is my fire energy. This is like, first off, we're dealing with the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's overthinking energy. But this is my fire energy, and this is what the twin flame does. It's meant to light a fire on you, to motivate you to, especially divine feminine, to really take care of things like never before. Okay, so we have my Seven of Cups, and this is funny because I was telling my divine masculine, my twin flame, the story. I said, listen, you have all of these cups in the cards. Okay. I said, but some of these cups are poison. Okay, you got 7 cups, 7 options. There are a lot of possibilities and probabilities, and this is why I love manifesting with you guys, because we can always salvage whatever you got going on. Hit me up, right? And so it's like you got so many possibilities at any time, okay? You have so much coming at you. But some of these paths, let's call them paths, timelines, they're not for you. And you have to be careful because there's like a snake in the cup. Most of them are okay. You got some good things, options in there, but you got to be careful not drinking from every cup because you'll get poisoned that way, right? And so you got to be careful because this is like having so many options and daydreams and fantasies, but some of these are not for you. And this is why it's very important that you're allowing your intuition to guide you, to help you to navigate which path is best for you, because these are all possibilities and paths and things like that. So this is like having a ton of options, but guess what? It's also my grass isn't always greener on the other side card. I know we live in a world where we think everyone's doing better from whatever social media world, but guess what? That grass is greenest where you are and where you're watering it, where you're putting your time, energy, love, and focus. Remember that too. So I think this is an important card for twin flame too, right? About what you're putting your focus and your energy into, and you deciding your path. Like true life is getting empowered and no longer allowing karmic forces to determine our path, and like clearing all of that stuff, learning those lessons and taking the steering wheel. Like I know. Yeah. Taking control of your ship, your captain of your destiny, your ship. And that makes a lot of people uneasy because we've been giving away our power for a really long time to external forces and things like that. But in reality, you're always directing this flow of your life in the universe and really getting conscious about what you're manifesting. And this is why this Mercury retrograde is needed to help you get back on track. It won't feel like that today, day one. You're going to be spending a lot of time thinking about things, where you've already been, where you're at now, and hopefully where you're headed. And by the time this retrograde is done, you're going to get a really good, clear goal of like, where you're headed and your plan. So it can help get you back on track. And then if you feel like you're not on track, separation, not on track, like not in alignment, not good. Hit me up, I always say, but aside from that, okay? So if you're not on track, this Sagittarius new moon is beautiful because it has all this destined energy that can help get us back on track. So can Mercury retrograde if you're not on track. It's going to make you think a lot about what you want, what you desire, and even where you want to be. And it has the potential to really help you through showing you what to heal and what blocks to be letting go of, because oftentimes that's why we're not on track. We might be blocked up. So if you feel like your path hasn't been moving forward, a little bit blocked up, or not where you want to be, this is a powerful space for us to remove those blocks and to clear things too right now. So we have the sun in reverse, and some of you guys might be sad, depressed, negative. We talked about negative mindset. Not going to go too into it because we did like a whole reading at this point on that. But you might feel like that you've been letting negative thoughts take over or throw off your path. And this is huge because that is usually the block in our manifesting of how things are going the way they are, is once again going back to our manifesting, right? So clearing negative energies coming up for the divine feminine, especially negative thoughts and beliefs. Negative beliefs can manifest into your union. We're going to do a reading for the divine masculine now. I do have, like I said, tons of activations on my site. I have some stuff up for today. So I do have activations up for today. Literally, this is a huge week to get the energies flowing in your life again. I know I have activations up for like the next few days for sure. So this week is amazing for tapping in and doing healing work, clearing blocks, and shifting things. If you feel stuck, set up a healing on my site. It's going to help you a lot. Or you're just wanting things to move faster or just to see some progress, set up a session on my site. And let's do the divine masculine just to see where you're at. All right, divine masculine. Don't mind me, OCD picking up all my cards. All right, Divine Masculine Collective, where are you at? Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine collective read. I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. So I talk about past lives. Oftentimes our karma is actually from past lifetimes, the things that we need to heal and the things that we need to work out. You might have done past lifetimes in this lifetime with your twin flame. You might have done many timelines with them in this lifetime. You might have just done past lifetimes with them. It just depends on where you're at and your specific situation. But how things will go with your twin flame is always karma based. They're always a reflection of your karma, your lessons, and what you need to heal. And I know people don't want to hear that. Okay, so the more that you work through your karmic baggage, which is unresolved healing, then you're going to have more of a clear union with less stuff coming up. It's almost like you are moving in with your twin flame and you're bringing your stuff and you got a lot of trash, just dumping it all over the floor. And that's almost how it is with the unhealed baggage. We kind of carry it around with us and we're bringing it into our connections, especially our twin flame journey. And you know, you got these 2 suitcases and usually they've been hiding and you know, you got them under the bed or whatever, but they're spilling everywhere. It's like that with twin flame. And it's like, you gotta bring up the stuff. And so there's stuff that comes up in these connections. The more that you're healed, the easier time that you'll be. The more unhealed, the more triggers, wounds, insecurities, and things that you need to deal with are going to come up too. But also the external of how your twin flame situation or dynamic will play out. It just kind of depends on that too. This is why karmic clearing or clearing energy is so powerful, to release things so that you're not dealing with them or projecting them onto your twin flame. So oftentimes we get triggered by the twin flame, but it's really our own wounds being triggered and we like to project them or, you know, blame our twin flame for them. And the more healed we are, the less triggers and wounds are going to come up, having an easier time too. So you've done past lifetimes with this person. That means that you have karma to work out, whether it's from the past timelines in this timeline and this reality, things you need to work through or heal, or even past lifetimes of how things will go. Karmic healing then for this masculine. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. Now, this isn't for everyone, but some of you guys might be not having a lot of communication. You might be having no contact, no communication. If so, that silence is really getting to the masculine. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? And Mercury retrograde is the ultimate time to really think and reflect on things too. So this masculine is wondering what the divine feminine is thinking about or thinking about them. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. This is total dissolution of the ego. Okay, so when we deal with Mercury retrograde too, it brings up a lot of issues with the ego and ego programming. And so sometimes spiritual awakening is an entire shakeup of our reality and who we think we are as we're being awoken to deeper levels. We're discovering ourselves. So this retrograde is an amazing time for divine masculine to be diving deep into yourself and self-discovery. Some of you guys might feel things slow down because you're being guided to spend time with yourself, your thoughts, and to reflect right now. This might be reflected in your situation. I had people telling me like, I haven't heard from my twin flame. And I'm like, well, reflect on why. Okay. You might be in this energy of reflection, joke aside, where you're being guided to sit with yourself and to think about how things are going and, you know, what's been coming up lately within the connection. And then this helps you to tap into deeper layers of yourself, self-awareness, and to really work on yourself and do that self-work right now. So we have a lot of like for the masculine doing that self-work, doing that shadow work, kind of diving into layers of yourself. This helps to transmute things and helps you to get to know yourself on a spiritual level and on a deeper level. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. A lot of deep feelings are coming up for the divine masculine. Divine masculine, make sure you're grounding your energy. Make sure you're spending time with yourself. We talked about that. Make sure that you're healing and transmuting any negative energies. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. Now, this isn't for everyone, but you got to be careful. I always say who you're getting your advice from. I had someone telling me that too. Like they got, I hate saying this, pretty terrible advice. Like if people are giving you advice and you don't want to be living it, maybe it's not for you. We can say, oh, that doesn't resonate, right? But sometimes some of you guys are co-creating with people that might not have your best interests. I hate to say that, but I was telling myself this morning that I've actually lost mostly friends on my journey. Okay. People that I thought were my friends, right? Okay, people are always going to give you their advice on your own life and your own situation. If it's not something you want to be manifesting or living, just be mindful right now of the advice that you're getting. Now, I always say this to the divine masculine side too, because some of these people might have no idea about the twin flame journey, and until you've lived it and gone through twin flame, it can be a really hard path, okay? Jokes aside, and the people might be giving you advice from where they're at on their journey. They might not have experienced it. So twin flame, just like spiritual awakening, is like, it's like walking into the unknown. It's stepping into the unknown, which Sagittarius is the wanderer, explorer, right? Starseed kind of archetype. And it's like you got to sometimes make your own journey in life, and maybe everyone has their own individual soul path and journey and things like that. And this is important too, because some of you guys are going much farther than your family line ever did within the awakening, or even those of you guys that are twin flames might be going a little bit farther within the healing. And so this can be hard, because if you're turning to people that haven't been on the twin flame journey, they're not going to be able to understand the different layers. I got so good at this because I'd been through the experience, and as a healer, I learned a ton very, very fast, so I could help other people because I could see what was being triggered with the healing end of it to really, really help people. And then after going and working with so many people, I begun to kind of see, okay, well, this is like what's going on in order. But I see most people on the twin flame journey haven't been through the experience, and as things are coming up and they're dealing with things being triggered to the surface, healing crisis, wounds coming up, insecurities coming up, all the layers, it can be very hard when you can't see the path ahead of you because you've never been down that path, and then you're trying to turn to your friends and family, and they're sometimes giving you bad advice. Okay, I think they mean well. Okay. So sometimes people are giving you advice from their level too. Make sure that you're getting help with someone specifically that can help you work through this process. That's why I always say, come do a session with me or do the healings with me, because I'm going to be able to really, really help you to pinpoint whatever's going on and to help you shift out of it. And so sometimes we're talking to our friends and family. They're not going to be able to help shift our timelines or heal things, jokes aside. And you might need like a healer at that point if you've run into blocks and problems and things like that. And then worse yet, if you're getting bad advice and taking that in, it can throw off your union even more too. So you want to be careful that you're not getting separation advice, as I call it. This can add to the confusion and things like that. So divine masculine has a hard time because sometimes you don't have anyone to turn to. This could be lack of support, not having good friends to talk to about it, or people that just don't understand what you're going through. If you're going through a spiritual awakening, it can be very hard to understand because we know a lot of the planet hasn't maybe gone through that layer yet. They are, but they might be a little bit behind you on that journey too. So it can be really hard to try to talk to people about spiritual awakening until they've experienced it, or the twin flame journey. You deserve better than them. I knew you were the one when I met you. Usually there's that recognition and knowing, and it's not till later that you guys begin to question things. And that questioning things phase is very, very important because you're having to shed so many layers of fear, programming, negative beliefs, especially about love and relationships. We're having to clear everything that isn't love, and we have a lot of it stored within us through the negativities or hidden negativities. So oftentimes divine masculine knows this is the one, but then things come up. I want to hold you. I underestimated how important you are in my life. Leap of faith, taking a risk and stepping into the unknown. So we've been talking about stepping into the unknown, trusting the universe, and kind of navigating a different type of path right now. And that's what I see a lot of people daring to do that are diving into the spiritual awakening. You guys are really trusting spirit and your guidance and your spirit team, and you're daring to navigate a different course. This is helping the entire planet. Some of you guys are way showers for the rest. Some of you guys might be, if you're a twin flame, you might be a star seed, or you might be experiencing a spiritual awakening. And you might be someone here to do that healing work, knowing that it's helping so much past yourself when you're doing that. So we have the Lovers card. Now I have two of them. I'm going to get into that later. So I have the Lovers card here, but we also have a block there within the union. So this is a passionate connection. Sometimes real passionate. And so this is like you guys have shared visions and values, but we do have a block here. This could be separation. Maybe not for everyone. It could just be union blocks that are coming up and things you're needing to work through within the union. Because just like any other partnership or lessons you learn with someone else, you're having to work through certain things. They might be triggering things for you to heal. We hope that you're needing to clear and cleanse. Twin flames go through intense purification. So this is some type of block coming up. If you feel like you're really focused on your twin flame and they're not really around or not messaging you back or giving you a lot, take a minute to step back and flip the energy back to yourself to help flip that, to help heal that, okay? It's gonna help a lot. So if you feel like it's getting painful or you're navigating separation or, you know, you're doing the work and you're not really getting a lot back and it's turning into some unrequited love situation, take a minute to step back and to really work on your healing. Sometimes you're having to anyways. This is a connection that is led by the divine, and there might be a divine timing hang up on this right now, okay? Like everything hasn't come together. If you feel things are stuck or you're not fully in union, trust the divine timing of this union. There might be certain lessons coming up, obstacles to clear, something you're needing to learn, something you're needing to see on a deeper level. So just know everything serves its purpose, every season in this connection. Okay. This is your divine person. This is your divine counterpart. Maybe you're questioning it, or maybe you already know that. So this is a divine connection sent to you by the divine, by your angels, to help you through your lessons too. So there's a lot deeper meaning sometimes than just the romance and the connection, because that is definitely part of it. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes we're learning certain things on a spiritual and a soul level. Okay, so this is like happiness. This is like having new experiences, Sagittarius season. Having new experiences and new discoveries, this will lead to celebrations. Time to love yourself and to put your own happiness first. This is going to bring a really good energy. If you're like, this is just an example, a grumpy person, you're going to be not happy in your union either, because this person isn't going to be able to fulfill you in those ways that you need to learn how to fulfill yourself. So we're needing to learn some of the basics about self-love, taking care of ourselves, having healthy boundaries, having healthy relationship dynamics. Now, Sagittarius season is going to get interesting because we have a need for freedom and we have a need to free ourselves from situations that are tying us down a little too much so that we can have new experiences and open up to new energies. And this can make it kind of interesting with the twin flame dynamics. So some of you guys might be going through a push and pull. If there's imbalances, they might be coming up during this time, okay? You might be sensing that, like if there's things that need to be healed, if it's out of balance, this might be coming up during this time. Okay, so we have 11:11. Some of you guys might be seeing that all the time on the clock. Okay, you might be seeing angel numbers, you might be seeing signs, synchronicities, things to get your attention, your twin flame's name. You might be dreaming about them, you might be thinking about them, you might be seeing people that look like them or remind you of them. You might be hearing music on the radio and things like that, okay? Divine is trying to get your attention. This is a twin flame connection, but this is the second time we've got this message about divine timing. If you feel that divine timing is at play, it's always more work to be done. There might be some type of runner-chaser dynamic or just something trying to get your attention about this. The universe is always testing you. This is my favorite. Okay, so twin flames go through tests. Yeah, the universe is going to give you, and this is like my temperance card too in reverse, but we'll say sometimes you might feel like you're being tested. You most certainly are. Yes, you most certainly are, to make sure that you're ready for union too. So just be mindful of that you guys go through that. Like your relationship will be tested. You might be put under stress. Things might not go your way. You might have people try to interfere. It just kind of depends on how you guys do with that too. So just be mindful that you may have things thrown that can feel like challenges or tests to see where you're at with things. All right, you're being guided to clear any type of addictions, drama, any type of relationship wounds, things like that. This could be old wounds from previous partners. It could be things, lower vibratory things that you're engaging in your life. This could be like engaging with karmics. It could be addictions like drugs or alcohol, things you need to work out within yourself. Make sure that you're working through some of these things so that they're not causing drama in your twin flame connection, divine masculine. Time to open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. So I had someone who was saying like, things have a funny way of flipping in life. You might be judgy about one person's situation and you might find yourself in it next week, especially with the twin flame, as there's a mirroring dynamic and sometimes those roles can flip around. Just trust me on that. Right? Okay, letting go of judgy energy. No one is perfect. This might be needing to embrace your messy humanness and that you are having a human experience and it can get very messy and that you have flaws, you have weaknesses, you have insecurities, things you need to work on too. It might be embracing those or even being a little bit more understanding and less judgy of your twin flame and their path and their experience. Okay, time for prayer. Pray from the heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Make sure that you're connecting with the spiritual. It's what we should be doing here to rise up within the spiritual, right? Or this is a place of spiritual initiation. Make sure you're opening your heart, connecting with the divine, and using prayer. This helps you to manifest your desires and to stay connected with the divine. Connect with Archangel Michael. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation. I'm here and helping you. Connect with Archangel Michael, especially for the masculine. It will really, really help you in your twin flame union. So make sure you're connecting with the spiritual. Working specifically with Archangel Michael will help you. This could be to release cords, karmic attachments, or just to heal your overall situation for protection. Put your creative energies into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, helps you communicate your vision, and motivates you to create something beautiful. And I love this because twin flames are so creative together. Like, I know that about me and my twin flame, but sometimes you're needing to put those ideas together. like yeah, I know you each got one part of the puzzle. You might be like needing to help each other on some of these creative ideas, or you might be each other's muse or inspiration, and things like that. I know that about my twin flame. I've written many books about our experience. They're my muse, right? And vice versa. You might be like their muse in some type of way. You might get very creatively inspired by the twin flame journey. This could be making music, channeling, writing, sharing your gifts with others, whatever it is, right? So just stay open that together you guys can create. This could be manifesting things. Like me and my twin flame, I always say he gives me the ideas and I make them happen. And it could be little things like big ideas, like maybe, you're giving each other ideas or visions, or you're aligning and doing things together. This could be a business, a project, building a home, building a life together, whatever it is. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands. You got walls, walls, walls. This is blocks. Open your heart to this connection. And you may need to open your heart and your soul to this person. You might have hesitancies, ways you're holding back, you're not sure, fears, worries of getting hurt. This is truly letting down that armor. We call it the armor, right? Your guard, your walls, taking off your armor. This is my warrior energy, right? We'll say warrior, warrior. So taking down that armor and just relaxing with your divine feminine. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups, but it's in reverse. Usually this is my beautiful union. There might be something going on. It's not seeing eye to eye, whether there's separation or friction. And this is like disagreement energy. It could be argument. I see a lot of twin flames who are having that. It's like they do the love bubble and then, ooh, the stuff gets triggered, right? Okay, so this could be not seeing each other's side or having very different sides, the yin to the yang. Like if you have one attachment style, you might notice your twin flame is the opposite. And this is just one example of the many layers that will come up. Me and my twin flame joke around like he's chocolate person, I'm vanilla person, right? like about everything. Like literally don't like chocolate, he loves it. like drinking hot cocoa. And that's just one example. So you might find that in some ways, and that's a silly example, but it's like that with everything. So you might find when you're trying to bring it together, you're very different, or and things like that. Or it could, but oftentimes we see that with opposites of different ways of programming, wounding, whatever it is. So this can make friction of trying to bring it together in a cohesive way. So sometimes you guys might have different perspectives. I love Sagittarius season. My mom was a Sagittarius. It's an odd sign, but I love it. I love all the seasons. So I'm like, let's go into the next season. Okay, so when we're dealing with Sagittarius, it's all about higher learning, spiritual knowledge, and this thirst for knowledge, but also about helping us to see the higher perspective of things, or a new perspective, opening us up to see things in a new way. Sometimes our twin flame comes aligned to help us to see things in a new way, or to see things from the higher perspective. You're needing to, in order to heal whatever is here, it could just be some blocks in the connection, something you're needing to heal in your love life, or with your heart chakra, to see things from your twin flame's higher perspective too. To bring this together. And this is a reading for the masculine too. So you might have some blocks, heart chakra blocks, that might have been leading to separation or will, or just needing to heal something in your love life. Heart chakra healing will help you based on this reading for the masculine. Some of you guys, 4 of Pentacles, you're letting go of people, things, and situations and past stuff. It's already behind you. Yeah, this is a hard truth. It's already behind you, but you've let go of a lot in your life. This is friends, lovers, situations, and that's okay. This is helping you. We talked about, for the other side, I believe, going into a higher frequency, that sometimes we're needing to let go of lessons as we've learned them and move through things, and people come into our life Some people for life, some people for a season. And I'm not talking your twin flame. I'm just talking about you've let go of so much. You might have had a lot of loss, grief, heartache, heartbreak before meeting your twin flame. Time to let go of that for you. Okay, so you're letting go of imbalances. This is my Temperance in reverse. And I actually love it because I always think of it as the angel, my angel message too, right? But there is a block here. And so you might feel out of control with the situation. Welcome to twin flame. Like I had a client, and they're like trying to change everything but themselves. Everything past your control with the twin flame situation. You know what you can control? Yourself, your healing, your energy, what's going on with you, your frequency, not allowing things to throw you out of control. So this is also healing yourself and what you can control. Be mindful. This is also my overindulging in alcohol, food, sex, karmics, drugs, things that are not bad for you. Anything to fill this void so you don't have to face yourself, and staying busy, overworking, right? And all of this stuff that we do so we don't have to just sit, welcome to retrograde, sit with ourselves and to heal certain things, changing partners and situations and staying busy, right? Life. Okay. We have to sometimes sit with certain things and work through some of our own inner blocks and imbalances. When we're more balanced, if we could flip this and clear that blockage there, when we're more balanced, this is how we come into union. And it's actually a beautiful, harmonious union relationship card, but there is some type of block that has come up many times for Divine Masculine who is watching this, right? Because we're doing a message for the masculine. There's some type of block here. In order to shift that block, clearing that block and coming into a deeper alignment will help you to shift into this beautiful union. So if you're in separation, to help shift you into actual union and out of that energy, or if you're in the union, just to shift into a more balanced, harmonious, higher alignment connection too. So there's some type of block coming up, heart chakra energy block. Do a good clearing on my site to clear it, to shift into a higher alignment when you can. That'll help a lot because we are indicating some type of block coming up that might be throwing off your union or definitely affecting it or affecting your love life. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways. Have a beautiful Monday. Enjoy the start of your week. I'm around if you guys need me for healing sessions. I have tons up for today and the next couple of days. Check out all the beautiful stuff I put on my shop. I've left that there for you to help you on your twin flame journey. It'll really, really help you. Just needing a shift, just needing some positive energy, some healing, shift a session. It'll really, really help you. I have lots of beautiful things that I've put up on my site for this week. Enjoy your week. Have a beautiful day. If you need me, go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.